Google just announced the new wired Nest Video Doorbell, the new Nest Wi-Fi Pro with Wi-Fi 6E and Thread. They also announced the expansion of Nest Renew, which helps your thermostat use greener energy with minimal comfort change. They showed us more about how they will support the upcoming Matter standard, and the most important update is a massive upgrade to the Google Home application, which includes a ton of what you've been asking for. Hello Automators, thanks for tuning in again. I'm Brian from Automate Your Life, and I have some pretty big news, especially around the Google Home application. Starting today, you'll be able to sign up for a preview of the new or upcoming Google Home application. I've left a link below to make sure that you can request an invitation to get this preview, but there are a lot of new features there. Those new features include an improved camera experience that is more like the Nest app, an automations tab in the app that gives us the chance to make routines with sensors and other smart home devices, a new media player experience, spaces that allow you to create groups to control, a favorites component that brings your most important devices and controls to the forefront, a new Google Home app for the web, and a Google Home app for Wear OS. The app is also much more colorful, and controls have been given a significant upgrade. The favorites component has live camera views if you want them, and as I said, those controls that you use on a regular basis can come to the forefront of the application so you're not searching for them. Spaces will come to the app right away, but you can create your own custom spaces, or at least you'll be able to do that next year. Those custom spaces will help you organize your home for things like pets, instead of just creating rooms. So they'll give you the chance to put each device in your home into multiple spaces. There are also cameras, lighting, and Wi-Fi spaces for those of you who have Nest Wi-Fi. But the biggest change in the app is to the Automations tab. And while I won't be able to give you all of the details today, I can show you a few things that you will get really excited about. So first off, I saw two routines that were created, with the first one based off of a motion sensor. The question as to whether or not we'd be able to add multiple conditions, it looks like that will be available. Now I gotta see the details when this comes out, but you're about to have a ton of new options in this new app. And I say in the app very specifically because Google has recognized that there's a more advanced community of automators sitting on the other side of that camera who want to do more with their platform. So they are releasing next year a scripting component for Google Home routine. Yes, you will be able to create and run scripts with all of the flexibility that I think you're going to want within those Google Home routines. Google also confirmed a number of things with Matter and how they're launching that on their products. Still no date yet, but Google confirmed that Nest speakers and displays, Android devices, the Google Assistant itself, and more products will be Matter controllers from them. They left that more word open-ended, so I don't have anything more to give you there, but that's interesting on its own. Google also confirmed that the Nest Hub Max, existing Nest Wi-Fi, and new Nest Wi-Fi Pro, and the Nest Hub second generation are getting their Thread border routers turned on and will be Matter controllers, but also will extend your Thread network. Which brings me to the new Nest Wi-Fi Pro. It's a $200 unit, or you can buy a 3-pack for $400 US. Those are good prices for 2,200 square feet of coverage per router, a 5.4 gigabits per second maximum throughput, and Nest Wi-Fi Pro includes the newer Wi-Fi 6E. This product's coming out on October 27th of this year. Wi-Fi 6E uses a carrier frequency of 6 gigahertz, which is different from all the other versions of Wi-Fi in your home today. That means that other devices in your home also have to be compatible with Wi-Fi 6E for that to be important for you, but Google is ready for the future, and there is a lot of speed that you would gain through using products with Wi-Fi 6E. Now, one of the things that has impressed me with my existing Nest Wi-Fi is that it makes some adjustments on its own to improve speed and or reliability. It's not perfect, but Google has said that they've improved this greatly on the Nest Wi-Fi Pro. When it recognizes that a device is becoming disconnected or doesn't have a great connection, it will make modifications for how it is connected to that device. Same thing internally with the network as it adjusts to optimize speed and connectivity. There are two 1 gigabit per second ports on each router, and we've lost the differentiation between a Nest Wi-Fi router and a Nest Wi-Fi access point. Everything you're buying now is a router and an access point, and the two ports allow you to wire connect some of your home. Also, with a 3-pack of these, you're going to be able to manage up to 300 devices connected to your network. And until Amazon fixes the restrictions on their Eero networks, this is a big difference and a big reason that you would look at Nest Wi-Fi Pro. Google also provides parental controls and timers for kids with no extra subscription cost. It will be a Matter controller with Thread. There are 4 colors of it now, and they're using 60% recycled materials. But there is one thing you won't love. It is no longer backwards compatible to use Nest Wi-Fi Pro with your existing Google Wi-Fi or Nest Wi-Fi. So I gotta get myself a new system. The new Google Nest Doorbell is a wired version and the second generation of what we would call the Nest Hello. However, it looks a lot like last year's battery version, although it is 30% smaller. Maybe the most exciting thing about this new video doorbell is that all of the new Nest cameras and the battery version of the Nest Video Doorbell will be getting a software update that will significantly improve image quality. Now, Google's resolution on this new video doorbell is the same as the battery version at 960p, but they spoke directly to how focusing on resolution is an inaccurate way of determining how good the image quality is and what you can see from that image. They spoke about their pixels being 125% larger and having 8 times the processing capacity versus the Nest Hello, and a ton of reasons that they were ranked as the best looking video doorbell of 8 of their competitors by a testing company called DxOMark. I don't know them. We'll have to see, but what they're saying is the hardware is really good, but the software takes their images to the next level, and all of your existing cameras from last year will get this significant update. Now, since it is a wired version, it's of course going to work with your existing Chime, and it's supposedly very highly compatible with a lot of homes in North America. It can do 10 days of continuous video recording for you to review, and unlike the battery version, it will do 24/7 video recording, but that's going to take a Nest Aware subscription. One of the features I really like about this video doorbell is that it will store 1 hour of video locally on the device if your Wi-Fi goes out, so that you can get access to that footage when your Wi-Fi comes back on. We also got specific statements on using Amazon Echo speakers as doorbell chimes alongside your Nest speakers. So Google has even within an announcement stated this compatibility going forward. There are 4 colors and it has the same drill holes as previous Nest Hello video doorbells. So this should be something that is easy to replace that existing doorbell with. You guys know I like to be complete, but I don't want to talk your ear off. So here are a few rapid fire updates of things I caught while we were having this conversation. The Google Home for Web experience was intended to be mostly based on cameras and will replace that old Nest interface you had. Nest Protect and all Nest devices will come to the Google Home app, but this is still something that is going to take time, next year timeline. The Google Home app is starting to look a lot like the best parts of the Nest app, and when you look at how the camera timeline is being done, it's really clear. The script editor for Google Home routines is a really unclear component right now, as Google didn't state how any of those scripts execute, and they didn't state how you would get access to it. When we witnessed a little demonstration of Matter, I saw Eve was a choice as a Matter controller. Google also told us that millions of devices on the market today, not just Google's smart home products, would get updates to be Matter compatible later this year. That all but confirms launch is weeks away. In the Google Home app, I saw organization beyond what I told you about, and there was even a settings page with devices broken out, so you were able to jump between settings for all of your devices. Routines inside of the Automations tab are now broken down by household and personal routines. And every page in the app seemed to be showing the different people in your home at the top, which I think is very important for all of us to organize our home around multiple people. The new media player experience in the Google Home app did show multiple speakers working at the same time, which we can do, but we've struggled with how to control that since the Google and Sonos legal battles started. Nest Wi-Fi Pro no longer has a smart speaker on board, as Google's user testing stated that this compromised where people were placing the device. As in, people were trying to make it a smart speaker or place it based on being a smart speaker instead of being placed in a good location for Wi-Fi. All of the new colors look really nice, and Google tried to make their new devices look great in your home and not be something that sticks out and doesn't work with the rest of your home. Although the new Nest Wi-Fi Pro looks pretty shiny to me. This is all before the Google hardware event, where we should see the Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro, as well as a number of other devices from Google, so there's more to come. The most exciting thing about the Nest Renew program was something that Google hasn't completed, which is to integrate other devices in your home other than that thermostat into the program, so you could get a higher percentage of your home's energy use being used with green energy production. Now, before you narrow down on buying some of these Google devices, I think it's really important to see what Amazon has announced themselves, as some of their announcements really make me wonder whether I want Eero or Nest Wi-Fi in my home. The new technology in the Ring Spotlight Cam Pro also makes me want to consider that system instead of the Nest camera system in certain cases, despite how good these cameras look. So I think you should hear what I drew out of the Amazon hardware event in the video that's on screen now. Otherwise, thanks for watching today, and of course, don't hate, automate.